Good day, everyone. It's Dr. Z here. It's the 28th of December 2025. It's it's mighty cold today. It's equivalent to minus 10 degrees Celsius. Give me a second. I need to switch position. Let me see where I can deposit this. The problem is, like, if my glove doesn't touch the screen. Bam. There we go. No chance of cutting off this feed. Okay. So, yeah, I'm dressed warm. It's minus 10 degrees Celsius here. At my age, minus 10 is starting to get cold. A few years back, 2016, minus 10 was tolerable. I could go out in a t-shirt, but at my 51 years old, minus 10 is cold. It's getting cold. I just went for a walk the other day. It was minus 20. My nose was frozen solid. It was painful when it started to unfrost. So anyway, it's a beautiful day here in Brassard. Big sun. Very nice. I didn't want to stay anymore. I didn't want to spend any more time inside than I could. Went for a walk. Wish I had more cash though, so I could go and take a walk in Montreal and have some fun. People wondering, say, like, what do you find fun of walking in Montreal? Well, I get to see more people than here, because here there's fucking nobody. And I don't get to talk to anyone, and there's no site to visit in Brassard. It's just a fucking city. Nice. Anyway, carrying on. There isn't much change since last time. Nothing changed, nothing improved. It's the same. Except the difference is this time around, instead of being comfortable in the basement, it's actually 8 degrees Celsius in the basement. So when I feel like working or getting inspiration, I have to start the heating system in the basement for about 3 to 4 hours before I can go downstairs and actually be able to work comfortably. Summertime, it wasn't so hot. It's just that it's getting more and more complicated to find inspiration and motivation to work. When it's work. You do work, you expect to be paid. But when you're self-employed, you do work because you have orders. But in order to have orders, you need to sell things. And I don't have anything. I don't have any sales these days. I didn't have any sales for the last 6 months. I have a few fans that are buying things. But even them, they are broke just as I am. It's hard to come by with the extra income. Not easy at all. I understand them, and it's the situation we're in because of Mr. Trump and Mr. Carney and all these idiots in power, that they don't know that the world needs to turn and the world needs money. These monsters, they want to ruin society, to divide it into groups, the poor and the rich. That's it, that's all. No in between. No more middle class, no more getting by. Everybody's struggling. People that live in an apartment like this, $2,000 a month for an apartment, I don't know how they make it. Please explain to me how you manage to pay $2,000 a month. And same situation where I live, with 3 people spreading the rent. My sister-in-law, she doesn't work. I don't work. I'm on injury leave. I make a lot more than her. She makes about barely $900 a month. And just imagine that a big chunk of this goes to the rent right away. So this is what's going on in the world. I was discussing about this on a group. Why people are so poor. It's like, oh, well, why people can get rich on the internet. Please tell me, how do you get rich on the internet? You know, some people, they have limited skills as it comes to using the internet. And how you get rich on the internet? You either spend 24 hours a day stressing yourself, keeping track of everything you do, or you doing significant content. So you have to work months and months on hands, probably 2 years before it even start to pay. I was talking about this morning with a co-creator on Facebook, a young lady that lives in Chile. She has a nice page and she does content, digital content, and she has her own character and she does post every day and she gets views and everything like this. And she says she barely makes $200 a month from Facebook for spending so many hours drawings. So this is the situation we're in. I'm in the same deal. I've made a page, I reached 5,000 followers. Now it's blocked. I cannot reach more. I have to wait. So whatever situation that is. But until it starts to get to pay, it's going to be a couple of more months. For me personally, I'm doing this because I want a creative outlet. Nice! Passe à la rouge sans dessin. Yeah, everybody needs a creative outlet one time, and this is mine. I'm writing my story, I'm drawing cartoon panels for my stories. People likes it. I get views, I get people asking me stuff, but not the amount I expected. This is the problem these days. If something doesn't last 10 seconds, you don't get view. People damage their attention span permanently. And I can still watch a 2-hour movie, that's not an issue. But during those 2 hours, my mind wanders elsewhere. It's really hard to stay focused on watching that movie. This is why the cinemas are closing very slowly, because either people to get to see a movie on the internet for free and they barely watch the movie because they have no attention span. And you see how this little device right there, how this damage people's attention span. Right now I'm at 7 minutes of video, and I bet people won't even watch it entirely. So, you know, I see these videos, this AI video, where people says like, "Oh, this is 1984, blah blah blah. We live like that. We did that. Yeah, I know. I was there." And I say like, "If you had the chance, would you go back 1984?" I say, "For sure. Sign me up. I would fucking go back 1984 right away. No arguments, no stress. Go back in the days, and I would know I would know where I need to go." But alas, time travel is still a work in progress. I have one of my customer and friend. I send them a part called the time pendulum, and that part I didn't know what it was gonna do, but I haven't heard from him in about a month and a half. And I'm starting to worry that my little parts that I gave him actually did something. So I'm gonna take the time to write him today. See if he's still alive, or he's still in this world. Because if that part did something, I got the original here. I can try it as well. And we'll see. This week I'm gonna warm up the basement and try to do some work. Try, I say, if motivation can come to me, because I'm not depressive, I'm not on depression or anything like this, but I can tell you I'm not far from falling into depression or something like this, because I'm very tired of this situation. The last time I was on injury leave, it was during the pandemic. My mind was pretty much occupied at creating stuff with Legos, because that was my pastime, that I had to find something to do without going crazy. And the second thing is I was fighting the conspiracy of what the pandemic was. So every day I was on the media, on the social media, and I was fighting this full on. There was no chance in hell I was going to get vaccinated or following the herd into death. Nope. So this is what I did during the pandemic. But this time around, I'm paid to stay home, and it's something that I'm frankly tired of doing. You know, I wouldn't mind emptying my storage and going into a warmer place, an office that I would pay just a little bit more, where I could actually make money off. Because the storage, it doesn't bring me any money. It's a nice workplace. I turn it into a workplace, but it doesn't. There's no money to be made there. I need an office. I need a warm place with a view where I'm outside, where I can see things going. Not something where I'm enclosed behind a door and suffocating with the dust and everything. So I'm starting to looking for an office, probably $550 a month. I wouldn't mind paying a little bit more, but having some place that's actually going to bring me some revenue. And once I have an office, I can set up desk and hire people and say, you know, during the day you're going to build this. I would hire people that the unemployment agency would provide me. They say like, oh, we can do this and do that, and we can give you an employee, we'll pay for him, blah blah blah. And then I could proceed to do more things and generate some revenue, some decent revenue. So this is my step for 2026. I'm going to look for a startup. I would build a radiating machine, something that doesn't require the headband to make it safe for everyone. Because I checked last summer, I did spend time with my AI looking in fabrication of a radiating machine to see what's possible and generating revenue. And on Etsy, there was a lot of people selling those machines. They were buying stuff from AliExpress and sell it on Etsy for a profit. But from their sales point, I wasn't seeing much profit. While my machines are handmade. So that's a possibility of a revenue. But this again, it's a selected market. The current market on the internet that actually works is selling Samsung's good and iPhone goods. That's the warranty things that works, selling cell phone. This is a constant business. So anyway, I reach home. That's it. I wanted to give you an update on how pitiful my situation still is, how things are not improving, and I'll keep you up to date if a miracle happens. Oh, my wife went shopping. So, see you everybody. Give me a chance to liberate my hand. Because I have to cuff my hand. Bye everybody.